What is up, YeshGamers? Robert the Bruce here, and today I'm covering one of my favorite guns in Battlefield 1, the auto-loading something-something, whoosy-whatsy, got some numbers in there and maybe another word at the end, I don't know. No, it's the Autoloading 8.25 Extended. It also comes in variants named the Autoloading 8.35, and I'll talk about those some as well, even though the .25 Extended is where the money's at. But first, let's talk about the stats you get regardless of the autoloading variant you choose. Now, it's rocking a 359 round per minute fire rate, which in any other Battlefield would be like, what? But in Battlefield 1, it's like, what? Because let's face it, the guns fired a little slower back then. The rounds fly at a respectable 660 meters per second, making this a weapon you can fire very quickly, and the shots will land on target quickly too. So which variant do you choose though? Well, the ones that have a .35 in the name do higher maximum and minimum damage. They also have a faster recoil decrease, so why would I choose the .25 version then? Well, quite simply, it's the mag size. Am I right, ladies? I don't know what that was supposed to mean. Mag size of the .35 versions is 5. 5 measly rounds. And since you can fire it quickly, essentially that means you'll blast through the whole mag, killing one enemy, occasionally two. That's no bueno, which is Spanish for not a fun way to play Battlefield. Now the .25 Extended variant bumps the mag size up to 16 and replaces the integrated mag with more modernized removable magazines. Now what does this mean for you? Well, now you can blast away through multiple baddies with no problem, and when it comes to reloading, you won't run into near as many problems either. Now let me explain the reloading of integrated mags. Now the mag is built into the rifle, so each round has to be pushed in from the top. If you're completely empty, you'll see the animation show a small clip will be placed on top of the gun, has bullets hanging off of it, and the player's thumb will shove all the rounds in at once. This is actually called a stripper clip, and while it sounds pretty hot, it's not. Now, reloading an empty mag with a stripper clip, that's pretty fast. But what if there's one round left? Well, now your player is going to push one bullet in at a time until it's loaded all the way back up. It's tedious, it's time-consuming, and it's going to get you killed. Now, the .25 version, on the other hand, has a removable magazine that functions the way you'd expect it to from just about any other weapon we've used in more modern shooters. Doesn't matter if you've shot 3 rounds or 12 rounds, your player's going to toss the whole thing, slap in a new one, and be back in the action. And that's it. That's why I love the .25 Extended. More bullets to drop bad guys with, and consistent reload times that I never have to think about. Yes, it does a little less damage than the .35 version. Typically, it takes about 1 extra round to drop the enemies. The trade-off for larger removable magazines is well worth it though, in my opinion. Now this weapon fires crazy fast. I just love it. It's awesome to run into 3 or 4 bad guys and drop them all without reloading. Knowing I can switch to my sidearm or even do a bayonet charge if I really have to, ups the limit on the number of enemies I can eliminate before I have to reload. It's super helpful to have one less thing to worry about in the heat of the action. Now, if you're like me and often pushing the front of the lines, this will be a huge benefit to you. But RTB, you say? I'm terrible with single-shot weapons. Well, the Autoloading 8.25 Extended is the perfect weapon for you to learn with. You get so many rounds and it fires so quickly, you'll still get more kills than you'd expect. Getting a slower firing weapon or one with less rounds, it's going to be frustrating if your aim is struggling a little while you're adjusting to single-shot guns. Now, what do I like to pair it with in my class? Well, since it hits a little weaker than its counterparts, it's good to keep that in mind for close quarters combat. Pistols are mega powerful in BF1, and it's always a good thing to remember the bayonet charge as well. If you've got a really fast trigger finger though, the auto-loading line of guns will drop baddies at just any range, and that is a beautiful thing. Now, if you've got a keyboard and you want to type on it, head down to the comments section. Also, if you've already subscribed, may your family be blessed for many generations. Now, if you haven't subscribed, let me mention that for a limited time, I'm throwing in free virtual hugs to all new subscribers. So not only is that totally worthless, it's also a little creepy. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the battlefield.